Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now on today's video, I'll be sharing with you the topic why you should divorce. I would like to start this video by saying I know many church folks like me stand strongly against divorce. God hates divorce. The Bible makes that very clear to us. But I'd like you to know that the same God who hates divorce also hates premature death. In fact, he said in the word that he is not pleased with the death of a sinner. How much more his own wonderful sons and daughters? So God does not want you to die prematurely. But I like to start by saying that divorce is not the first thing you do when things are not working out well in your marriage. So it's important that you know this, that you don't just use a hammer to cut off your head or knock off your head when you are having headache. When you're having headache, you try to treat it, you try to walk around it, you try to relieve yourself with medications and stuff, but you don't go and use a knife to chop off your head because you are having headache. Many married people, the moment they begin to have problem, they begin to scream divorce, divorce, divorce. But I'd like you to know that before you can consider divorce, you must have been sure that you have done everything. You have tried out counseling, you have tried out other measures. Let me tell you this, there are three major steps that you have to consider. Number one, when there is problem in your marriage, you should consider number one, fixation. Fixation is your attempt at trying to fix it. This includes going for counseling, this includes working at it, discussing it, all right, going for therapy and stuff like that. The second step, when fixation does not work, the second thing you should consider will be separation. In separation, you're just staying apart so that the individuals involved in this marriage can begin to reflect on their choices and consider making amends so that you don't get to the ultimate point, that is the divorce. But after you have tried to fix it and after you have tried to separate and it's still not working, and then there is still traces of violence and issues in that marriage, that is only when you can get to the point of divorce. I like to stand strongly and say to every woman out there listening to me, when there is a trace of abuse, and let me say, abuse is not just a female thing. There are men who are going through abuse in their homes. I know of a particular man years ago, he kept screaming, this man was very slim, okay, and the wife was on the big side. The wife was like really huge, but this woman was also military trained. When she comes back, she will use all her military tactics on her husband. She will beat the man and beat him unconscious. In fact, at a particular time, this man was shouting and asking neighbors, come on, my wife is about to kill me. It was terrible. So when I say abuse, it's not just about the females. Males can go through abuse in their marriages. Females can equally go through abuse in their marriages. And in each case, when your life is being threatened, when you are at the verge of losing your life, please and please, it is advisable that you stay apart. This is when you should divorce. Let me say this again. The same God who hates divorce hates premature death. He is not interested in your premature death. There is a purpose and a reason why he brought you here on earth. He is not a God who enjoys you dying before your time. So I want to encourage you, if your marriage is going through violence, you're experiencing violence in your relationship, and there is repeated and continuous infidelity that can cost you your life, because that person can contract a kind of disease or sickness or a terminal sickness that can be transferred to you, please, in such cases, that is when you should consider divorce. But please do not quote me wrongly. I said first and foremost, consider fixation, consider separation before you begin to think of divorce. I hope you don't get divorced, but this is why you should get divorced if it gets to that. I wish you well, and I wish you a blissful marriage. Bye bye for now.